Hello there, it's Thursday the 15th of December 2016. I'm going to say 15 then. 10 days to go before the big day. Oh yes, and as quickly as it comes, it will disappear again for another year. Oh, and all the tinsel and everything is up everywhere. You've got to see my mate's Christmas tree and all his decorations. I will be taking you a tour of my mate's house. He goes mad at Christmas. And I've seen the tree. Yes, it's all very beautiful and silver and bows and all that business. So we'll see that as soon as possible. Possibly even tomorrow. I don't know when I can meet up with him next, because we're both very, very busy bees at the moment. Busy bees. I'm so glad so many of you saw and enjoyed our little shopping video yesterday. It was only about 8 minutes long in Hamleys and the lights and that. And I did mention... my sister made a comment. She said she was disappointed not to see all the teddy bears this year, because this is like the third year we've been to Hamleys, and the third time that we've done videos in there. And I was just a little bit conscious that you might have seen stuff before and you don't want to see it again. But then, of course, you probably haven't been with us for 3 years. You know, people come and go in this sort of little bit of a laugh that we have each day, don't they? They come and go. So maybe I should have done a few more videos in the shop there. But one of the videos I did do while I was in there was of the electric train sets. And I mentioned to you the Flying Scotsman. You saw it on there, the big Flying Scotsman box. And I did tell you I have a Flying Scotsman. And here it is, look. This must be 18, 28, 38, 48. It's got to be about 35 years old. Look, my Flying Scotsman. Actually, I've just noticed. What's that there? Bit dirt in there. I've just noticed the look at, is that, I think that's, is that a bit of rust? Yeah, that's getting a little bit rusty there. But I don't know if, I think this still works. Sometimes I've actually got a train set box in a cupboard. There's the back of it there. That kind of clips on there, and you put it on the electric railway, and it goes along. Isn't that fantastic? The Flying Scotsman. Yes, I'll put that there for a minute. Put that over there. I have got a box, a train set box in the cupboard, which came out, I think, about 2 years ago now. And I put all the track together, and it goes in a circle, and it goes round and round. That's all it does. It goes round and round. But how is it you can get so much pleasure at seeing a train set go round and round like that? So much more fun than shooting spaceships on a computer screen. Pew, pew, pew. Isn't it, eh? Yeah, I think so. Lots of birthdays over the last 3 days, so we're going to have a little bit of a birthday marathon at the end of today's show. So if it's been your birthday, or it is indeed today, that's coming up at the end of the show. Okay, now just a little bit of advice, and I give this advice every year, boys and girls. If you're that desperate for a present now, and it's getting closer now, and you think, oh, I don't know what to buy this person, I'll get them shop vouchers. And I say this every year: don't. Never ever buy anyone shop vouchers. Actually, I think there was an article. Let's see if I can still find this. Shop vouchers, Daily Mail. I think there might have been an article on here somewhere. No, it's not. It's not there, is it? No. I thought there was an article on there. But the thing is with shop vouchers, number one, if the shop goes out of business, that's it. You're finished. Number two, you buy someone a voucher with all good intentions, there's a good chance that they'll forget that they've got it. And then suddenly they remember, they go in their drawer, and guess what? It's now out of date. And number three, you know, they might not want to buy something in Boots the Chemist, or John Lewis, or Sainsbury's. They might not want to buy something in there. If you really can't find something to buy someone, don't do the vouchers. Do the cash. Cash in an envelope. Oh, everyone loves cash in an envelope. They do. And I will be giving you an address towards the end of the programme to send any cash that you're probably there now, thinking at this moment, aren't you? You're thinking, oh, don't know what to get Chris. Shall I get him a voucher? No, dear. Cash in the post. Eh? or if you privately message me, I shall give you my bank details for bank transfer of cash directly to the United Kingdom Talk Studios. Thank you very much. Now, don't do the shop. Don't do the vouchers. Just put cash in the lever. Never ever buy them vouchers, because there's so many ways that can fall over, including you give someone £20 voucher. I don't know, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, even more, and then they lose it, or the shop goes out of business. That is just money thrown away. Cash in an envelope. That's what you want to do. Okay. It's a full moon last night, isn't it? I'm recording this quite early. It's 1:15 in the morning. I've just got in from Chris Reardon's quiz night at the King's Head Theatre Bar. 2.25 hours to get there. 1.5 hours to get back, and 2 hours to do the actual quiz. It's becoming, and today, I won't lie to you, I was in the car, and today I'm thinking, right, that's it now. That's it. Not doing this anymore. Then I remembered it was Christmas, and okay, this is probably adding to the problem. That and endless roadworks everywhere. And on that road, Upper Street in Islington, they had a burst water main. You may remember that about a week, 10 days ago now. Still not fixed. The road is still closed. It's still closed. But even that, that was the last 10 minutes of the journey. It's all through. All through. The moment you hit London, it's traffic. It's not even a rush hour. It's like 7 o'clock at night, and you're inching along, joining queues here, joining queues there, and I got to the point today, and I thought, well, that's it now. I'm going to have to ring the lady who's in charge. Now, the lady who's in charge today has been at her nan's funeral. And probably that's what stopped me ringing her today, and I've calmed down a bit now. I'm back home now. Although, again, it took another hour and a half to get home because the M3 and the M4 are all having roadworks on them all at the same time. So you're trying to go around that. And on my sat-nav, I pressed my find alternative route, and it actually took me into Heathrow Airport and out again so I could join the a road called the A30. Now, the thing with the A30, now I like that road, but there's a BP garage on it, and it's just too tempting to pop in there. You tend not to do it in London because I've just finished work. I don't want to get home. Once I've got to the A30, I'm nearer home then. I'm about 20, 25 minutes away from home. And then I just stop in there, and I didn't have time to eat before I don't eat now before I leave the house. I'm going to tell you why. Don't laugh. I've got a bit of a problem with IBS, that irritable bowel syndrome. And I've noticed whenever I eat, shortly afterwards, I need to go. Well, sitting in the car, that's not funny. Is there anywhere I've got to stop? Or is there a pub? It's dreadful. So I no longer eat now before I leave work. So I get to work, generally do the job, and then on the way home, I get over hungry. You can be kind of hungry and not be tempted by things. When you're very hungry, then you are. And, once again tonight I pulled into the BP garage. It was a nice cheese ploughman sandwich and a lovely bag of cheese and onion crisps. But I didn't have the chocolate. Well done, Chris. Oh, yes. No chocolate for Chris Reardon today. So back home from the quiz tonight, and here I am chatting to you at, 1:20 on Thursday morning, but it's nice, isn't it? It's nice. Been watching a programme. Have you seen the TV show on that BBC One, programme on BBC One, Rillington? Is it Rillington Place? Oh, my word. Do you know the story? Apparently there was a film out as well. It's about this old bloke, and he lives in a room within a house. It's, I think, it's around about 1940s, something like that. Little old man with glasses and a bald hat, and he's very quietly spoken. And he goes around killing all these women. And he hides the bodies in the house. Yes, in cupboards, under the floor, in the roof. Oh, it was awful, awful. He blamed one other young man for doing one of the murders, and he hung for that. He got hung, like that. But right at the end of the programme, the man himself gets hung. But it's awful, awful. Very good viewing, though, very good. And this is apparently a true thing. This actually happens years and years ago. I mean, I've noticed a bit of a smell in my kitchen. You know, I don't. The only thing is, I only had it tiled a little while ago, and I don't really want to start lifting those tiles and looking for bodies. I mean, you don't know, do you? How do I know what's in these walls? I'm sure it happens in your house. You know, sometimes when you're in bed, alone, a little bit like myself, alone in bed. Mind you, it's nothing wrong with being alone in bed, is there? Oh, you know, I've got that lovely mattress topper. Oh, I've ordered another mattress topper, this time from John Lewis. We went in there at the end after. Did I do any shows? Oh yes, I did. The garden upstairs. I showed you the garden upstairs. But went in John Lewis and ordered another mattress topper. Now the one I've got was a cheap one, admittedly, but it's been okay. But you may remember, regular viewers to this show will know, I keep getting feathers sticking up through the bloody thing. And I've put 2 sheets over it now, like there's a normal summer type sheet, and my lovely fleece, lovely warm sheet on top. Yes, thank you very much. And but still, you know, sometimes you go, oh, what's that? You get a bit of a feely little scratchy fit. And it doesn't hurt, but it's annoying. It's really annoying. And then you know, while you're half awake, you're trying to pull the end of this feather through, and you can't get it through, of course. And then you move over and another one pops up. Oh dear. So the one in John Lewis I bought because I checked online. Oh, hang on. What's happening here? Google Chrome run out of memory. What does that mean then? Run out of memory? I'll make a note of that and check that out a little. Google Chrome. How can that run out of memory? What, in this computer? Run out of memory. I'll check that out later. Don't want anything to go wrong with the computer. Won't be able to talk to you then, dear. Anyway, so I went to John Lewis and I found that it's got this material, quite a new material apparently, and it is feather proof. So they guarantee that the feathers are not going to poke up and start annoying you every time you roll over on that bed on my own, like that. I'm stretched out like that on my bed, like that. How do you sleep? How do you sleep? I'm like that. I might sleep on my side, sleep on that side, turn over, sleep like that, you know, like I'm an airplane. Oh, I love being in bed on my own, don't you? It's so much better. My heart really goes out to you if you have to sleep in bed with someone. Oh, especially when they pass wind. It's not nice, is it, dear? I don't want to talk about these things on this programme. So that's why I'm here today. Let me see. Full moon last night. Does the full moon, do you think, actually do things like that to people? Does it make them quite mad? Seemed all right at the quiz tonight. We didn't have many teams tonight, funnily enough. It was, I think they had 4 or 5 teams actually booked a table, but 4 of them didn't turn up. 4 teams never turned up, so it was a bit quiet tonight. Never mind. Let's have a look on here. We got a couple of that's it. The Daily Mail today. It says here, Kate Lawson's first dunk in the North Sea sounds like torture. You must be mad, this woman. The water was so cold that it burnt. I felt as if there were frozen needles piercing my skin and I couldn't breathe properly. What is wrong with these people who do this all? 6 years on, she is addicted to swimming off the Northumberland coast near her home. Why? Because she, like thousands of other women who brave lakes, rivers and lidos across the country, say it makes her feel fantastic. Oh, you must be joking, dear. You must be joking. This lady's 21 years old. Good luck to her, as I say. But you wouldn't catch any of the elderly ladies. Well, not necessarily elderly. They're sort of in their 60s. That's not elderly, is it, 60s? It's not elderly at all. Some of the, how can I put it, a bit older than me though. So some of the older ladies than me who go in the swimming pool where I am. Let me tell you, if that pool is down so much as a tiny bit of a degree than it normally is, they're out there complaining. Oh, it's cold today. Moan, 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 moan. We don't pay to have cold water. My mate's like that as well. Oh, it's dreadful. He said, oh, it's cold today. And I'm in there. It's not cold today. Do a length. You'll be all right then. Oh, dear. Mind you, it's nothing like the last swimming pool I used to go to. I used to attend the Virgin Sports Centre in Wokingham. I used to cycle there. And that was the coldest. It was all right when I started going, and then something went wrong with one of the boilers, and they never. And for 3/4 of a year, after that, they were never able to get it sorted. Really. It was so cold, that pool. This is how cold it was. You would do your normal amount of lengths. I think I was doing 40 in there. And you would still be cold. That's how cold that bloody place was. And there was at one point where I left there when one day I was going up and down. I was cold in the pool, going up, and these two pool boys were sitting next to each other, up on the side of the pool like that, pushed up against each other. And as I got out, and it was so cold, even when you got out, it was cold. And I said, "Are you two boys cold?" And they said, "Yeah, we are." I said, "Oh, that's ridiculous." And it was then I got dressed, went upstairs and cancelled my membership there and then. And I'd put up with it for so long. I mean, how stupid can you be? But these women, they're going in the North Sea. I think some people want their heads tested. They absolutely do. Let me do some messages. I'm so glad, as I say, so many of you saw the Christmas show that we did yesterday from London. Antonio says, "Good job, your video. It would also be interesting to see a video more of Christmas around London, Piccadilly Circus and all around that." Yes, it would. I haven't got time to do another one. We only go up there once. And to be honest, Antonio, if I didn't work in London, I wouldn't go to London anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick to death of sitting in this traffic all the time. I just wouldn't do it. London has lost me a long time ago. Not that anyone's bothered. They're not bothered anyway. I only go into London now for work and once or twice a year to do shoppings. Yes. Hello to Helen. Hello, Helen Lippman. All right, my darling. One of our lovely Manalo ladies who says, "Thanks for the tour, Chris. It was lovely. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas." Thank you very much, Helen. Much appreciated, darling. Carl. Hello, Carl. Carl Gambrell, who is hairdresser extraordinaire, very successful hairdresser he is. And he used to be one of the younger people that used to come along when I was DJing at Heaven, which is over 10 years ago now. Can you believe that, Carl? Carl says, "I loved watching you attacking the bubbles on your way in, making the world a safer place. Oh, if only it could be safer, Carl. Why can't people just get on? You know, they row and they fight and they drop bombs on each other. Why can't people just get on anymore?" Thank you, Carl. Lovely message, my darling. Nice to hear from you. Gary says, "How beautiful was that video you did yesterday? Hope you didn't spend too much on me, Chris. I will feel guilty after my trip to the pound shop." Well, Gary, you know what I think. It's not the money you spend. It's the thought that counts. Absolutely. You blooming well make sure if anyone moans at you because they didn't like your present, then you blooming well tell them that. Even if you don't like a Christmas present, try and show some appreciation to the person who bought it. Because they don't necessarily know what your taste is, do they? My taste is for cheese and onion crisps. Possibly one of the best things you could give me, Gary, Gary Wiles, is Gary. Are you Gary W? I think you're Gary W. Yeah, Gary W. Hello, Gary. One of our wonderful karaoke singers. He does a lot of Elton John. One of the best presents you could buy me is probably a bag of cheese and onion crisps. But I'm trying to cut down on those at the moment, Gary. All right. Thank you, Gary. Now, a few more messages from Monday's show here, because we didn't get to do those on Tuesday. Rachel, on the subject of Christmas carols, we're trying to do a daily Christmas carol at the moment. Now, there won't be one today because there's so many birthdays today that I need to get through. Okay, so no Christmas carol today. But Rachel would like Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy. Little Drummer... How's that one go? Little Drummer Boy. Little Drummer Boy. I can't remember that. So I shall write that down. Little Drummer Boy. I know that one. I'm the little boy that Santa Claus forgot. Is it that one? Is it that one? Little Drummer Boy. It's not Little No, it's not Little Donkey. I quite like Little Donkey. Little donkey, journey's end is near. We love it. We love Christmas songs. Thank you, Rachel. I'll put that on my list. Ross says, on the subject of trying to book Wagner, do you remember from the X Factor a few years ago? He said it's not £8 for an interview. It starts at £8 for him to sing Happy Birthday to you. What he sings, he charges £8 to sing Happy Birthday to people. I'm doing it for free here. I think I'm missing a trick there. Thank you, Ross. Simon says, I went to Manchester once from Stoke, and at Macclesfield we were told to get on a replacement bus. So I gave the driver a newspaper and he said, what's that? I said, it's my replacement money. Also, Simon, he wants my nephew. My nephew's coming down with his girlfriend to Central Station on Friday night this week after visiting the Winter Wonderland. And Simon says, can your nephew get up and sing? No, he won't, I'm afraid. Unless I get him drunk enough. I could try and get him drunk, I suppose, really. Couldn't I? Yeah, that might work. Thank you very much, Simon. Okay, let's do today's birthdays. Now, first of all, we'll do today's birthdays. All right? And then we'll do yesterday's and then the day before. So there's quite a few to do today. Happy birthday today to Martin. Martin, my brother-in-law, Martin Butler, who is today, I think, the same age as me today, 53 years old. Happy birthday, Martin. Hope my sister makes you a lovely cake or does something with you today. Yes, something. Something in the air that breathes. Is that the right words? Don't know. Happy birthday, Martin. Happy birthday today to John Courtney, 47. I didn't realise he was so old, dear. Not as old as me, but old enough. Happy birthday, John. All right, my darling. Nice to see your little face. You keep saying, you did say you were coming down to sing us a song at the karaoke, didn't you? I think you came once, but you haven't sung yet. Michael De Silveira. Happy birthday, Michael. Dawn Farmer. Happy birthday, Dawn. They're all today's birthdays, so they're the most recent ones. And we go backward today to Wednesday. I shall need my glass. Oh, you've moved. Oh. You've seen how it's all put together now, haven't you? Oh, you're not supposed to see all that over there. I've moved the bloody camera. Oh, it's all falling apart now. Look, just a minute. Oh, it's all bits and pieces here, you know. There we are. You're not supposed to see any of that over there. God, it's just the same in the TV studio, you know. Have you ever been to see a TV show? All this stuff is held together with bits of tape and strings and elastic bands, dear. In TV studios, yes. Right, got my glasses on. Yesterday's birthdays. Now, there's quite a few yesterday. Keith George. Oh, yes. A very extraordinary entertainer, boys and girls. Keith George was 45 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Keith. Nice to see your little face appearing on my equipment. And also yesterday, another cabaret artiste extraordinaire, Crystal Waide, a.k.a. I think it's Christopher Toole, is 51 now, aren't you, dear? Happy birthday. I haven't seen you for ages. Ages, Chris. Happy birthday. Paul Anthony Millington is 26 years old. Happy birthday, Paul. Looking very smart, I must say. Clington Forbes. Oh, my dear. Look at all these faces I haven't seen for ages. Happy birthday, sir. Mike Callender. Leon Carl Delaney. It's... I can't quite read that name. Is it Balthy? Balthy Phoenix. Balthy Phoenix. That's an unusual name, Balthy. Don't know that one. 40 yesterday. Philip Cara, 51. Cara, is it Kiara? I think it is. Anyway, Philip, 51 yesterday. Happy birthday, sir. Scott Bruton. Oh, my little friend, Scott Bruton. Scott was on the X Factor many years ago and now has a career. He does some radio stuff. He's been... on stage shows. Now, what was the famous one he was on? It wasn't Guys and Dolls, was it? I can't remember now. Oh, gosh, it's a while ago now. It's a couple of years ago now, isn't it? Can't remember what that is now. But Scott, yes, he does a lot of entertainment. Fantastic voice he's got. Scott. Happy birthday, little Scott, okay? Tuesday's birthdays. Jamie Wake was 39 on Tuesday. Patrick Hoy, my dear friend Patrick Hoy, was... he doesn't say his age. Patrick's on QVC. He sells... I think he was selling clothing, jumpers and that sort of thing. Happy birthday, Patrick. And happy birthday for Tuesday for Gary Hibbert. So let's sing the song. Just a general song for everyone, boys and girls. General song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh! Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right? Have a happy birthday, boys and girls, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, or indeed if it has been your birthday, I hope you had a nice time on your birthday, okay? Now, I'm just wondering if on my karaoke system I have little drummer boy. Wendy asked me for a couple as well. I haven't got Wendy's email up there at the moment, but let's see, little drummer boy. I wonder if that's on here. Oh no, hang on. Oh, it is. Shall I try and do it now? Oh, let's try it. Let's try it. There's no lead-in, is there? Blimey, it just comes straight on. Shouldn't I have some introduction or something? The little drummer boy. I'm going to try the little drummer boy today for the lovely Rachel. Here we go. They told me pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, to lay before the king, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Ra-pa-pum-pum, ra-pa-pum-pum. And so we called him pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. I hope you don't mind me saying, Rachel, I'm not very keen on that one. It might have been that version. Maybe I'll try and find another little version and try that one for you. All right, have a nice Thursday, boys and girls, and we'll see you again soon. Always feel free to leave a little message under there, or you can send in an email. My email address is chris@united... Oh, turn the echo off. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. See you soon. Bye-bye.